So before we get into this video, I'm just going to add something on from last video that I forgot to mention. Um, if you want to start going to the gym more consistently, and if you want to start building it as like a habit, like what I was talking about, and if you haven't watched that video, by the way, I'd recommend you go do that. So to make going to the gym convenient and a lot easier, another point I would add to that would be to actually invest in some nice gym clothes. Invest into some gym clothes that like are form fitting. Like a wife beater. I love wife beaters myself. Some Gymshark, anything like that. Whatever like you find to be high quality, nice gym clothes that you would be proud of, uh, that you would look good in as well is most important as well. Like if you look good in the gym, if you believe that you look good in the gym, going to the gym is going to be a lot nicer and a lot more of an enjoyable experience. So yeah, I'd actually definitely recommend investing in some nice gym clothes. So if you guys are having a hard time dieting, for whatever reason, like you just can't eat enough, you can't be getting enough calories in or something like that. Uh, the next tips I'm going to show you, it's going to be able to apply to anything. Like if you're trying to go from skinny to muscular or fat to muscular, or anything like that. These tips will apply for everything. So um, you're going to have to make dieting convenient. You're not going to need motivation, you're not going to need discipline. You're just going to need to make dieting easy and convenient. And the way to do that is, let's say there's a lot of junk food in your house. Let's say you're trying to lose weight and there's a lot of junk food in your house, right? Like you walk into the kitchen and there's, I don't know, cookies on the counter, right? There's cookies on the counter. No matter how motivated or how disciplined you are, every time you walk into the kitchen or every time you look at those cookies or every time you walk past, that's gonna affect you. You know what I mean? You're gonna get it's gonna break you down. Like humans, like at like a fundamental level, like we're gonna give in to our urges. You know what I mean? If you walk into that kitchen 7 times, 7, 8, 9 times, you know what I mean? And every time you walk past, you walk past those cookies like 3, 4, 5 times every time. You're gonna get broken, and you're gonna your brain is gonna every time you walk past, your brain's gonna do a little bit of work to try and convince you to get those cookies. So you have to engineer your environment to make dieting as easy as possible. And here's the way you do that. You know what I mean? You have to keep the foods you got to be eating. Let's say you're trying to put on weight. This is going to be advice straight out of what I did, right? You need to have high calorie foods at your disposal. And I'm talking about like the super unhealthy foods, like brownies or cake. Yeah, they're high in calories, but we're not gonna seek that, right? We're gonna seek the high calorie, high protein, good for you foods. So um, you got to make sure that you have that kind of stuff just out available. Instead of cookies on the counter, you want to be having uh, things that you can just kind of eat, and it's not gonna hinder your gains or hinder your progress or hinder whatever you're trying to do to your body. You have to have your fridge have that kind of stuff as well. Like if you open the fridge, let's say you're trying to lose weight, right? You open the fridge, there's there's a few stuff in there, right? One of the things in there is a brownie that you can just eat. You could take it out of the fridge, super convenient. If the convenience to eating against your progress overtakes the convenience of you eating foods that align with your progress, you will not reach your goals. You will not, because the urges and the fundamental human, you know, biology will will just come into play there, and you're just gonna fall in. You're gonna fall into that trap. So you gotta start getting healthier foods from the grocery store, or start trying to influence your parents or your guardian to get healthier foods from the grocery store. Get the type of foods that you need. Ground meat, ground chicken, chicken breast, steak, rice, pasta, anything like that. Super high in calories, super healthy, super high in protein. Okay, so and let's say you buy your own groceries, or let's say like your parents buy your groceries for you or something. recommend them, and I recommend to you as well, start going to a new grocery store. Like if it's too difficult for you to just, start getting healthy foods all of a sudden, because you know where all the stuff is. You know where the brownies are. You know where the butterscotch crimpets are. You know where the ice cream is. You know where like all these unhealthy options are at your grocery store. I would actually go as far to recommend to you to go to a totally new grocery store where you don't know where anything is. You don't know where like you don't have these like mapped out paths in your brain like to where to go uh, in your grocery store. You go to a new grocery store and you get the foods that you need to get that align with your progress and align with your goals. That's the best way. That is the best way to optimize your diet by also keeping it super super easy, super convenient. You don't need motivation, you don't need discipline. This is all about convenience.